And we back in here with another episode of Juice City Legends. If you have not, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody that's gonna come tune in. I know ain't nobody in my live right now because I ain't been going live lately. You know what I'm saying? I did a live last week when JSU lost. So I'm gonna make a video today when they win, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna take too long. I'm gonna get right into it. So yesterday, the Jackson State Tigers, they came out with the win yesterday against Southern down there in Baton Rouge. I think the score was like 27-14. I watched most of the game, and that was a good win, good way to bounce back after a bad loss against FAMU. Because, like I'm saying, I still don't think FAMU was all that to me. Jackson State came out sluggish in their last game, came out like they was still celebrating from the South Carolina State game, and took an L. You know what I'm saying? But we give FAMU their credit, they won that game. But on yesterday, Jackson State bounced back with the win against Southern, man. And Southern was talking all type of crazy, all type of noise. You know, we got it done. My assessments from this game right here. Jason Brown, he looked a little better. But I'm still not sold on Jason Brown. He has a nice arm. He pretty accurate with the football, but he just not confident in that pocket like I need my quarterback to be. He's not. He be looking a little shell shocked out there. Mulligan, man. I keep telling y'all, man. Herb Mulligan is your guy. Jackson State needs to be a running team, man. When y'all give Herb Mulligan the ball, good things happen. This dude right here made me shout to Savion Wilkins, but Herb Mulligan made me not feel so bad about Savion Wilkins not being on the team no longer. Peppers, he stepped up pretty good. True Thompson on the defensive line, he played lights out. The defensive line ate. The defensive line did the doggone thing. The weaknesses that I see in Jackson State, still your special teams. I want to say y'all missed the field goal, missed the extra point. Y'all missed the extra point. It's the secondary, although they are decent in tackling in the open space, I'm still not sold on them in the coverage. I'm still not sold on that secondary in the coverage. Because the one long touchdown that they gave up or whatever, dude just got burnt. I can't remember which cornerback that was. But strong points, y'all got weapons, man. Your offensive line look better. It look better. But give Herb Mulligan the ball, man. That's what Jackson State gonna win that. Pound that rock, make them honest with the run, and y'all can have Jason Brown roll out and kill him with the receivers. Y'all got Rico Powers, you got Isaiah Spencer, you got the big tight end Stevenson. You got some more guys that I'm forgetting about right now. I saw Seven McGee did get in on kickoff return. I think they trying to work him back in the game after the injury. But overall, y'all look decent against Southern, against an inferior opponent. Y'all should have stumped their head in the ground, in my opinion. Southern trash. You know what I'm saying? I was going back and forth with a lot of the Southern fans. Shout out to Southern, man. You know we just talking noise, man. But I do feel like Jackson State should have won at least 35-14. They left some meat on the bone. They should have handled Southern, man. But overall, nice win. I think they got Texas State next. Y'all gonna have to get it together. And why Jackson State got so many road games before we can get a home game, man? Like, we trying to come to Memorial Stadium and support them guys, man, but y'all got all these road games. I don't know what's up with that. I want to say Jackson State played Texas State next. That's gonna be even though I haven't watched them, I know they did beat Baylor. I want to say they won their game on yesterday. So y'all gonna have to come on with it, Jackson State. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna have to be a little bit more clean. Y'all had a lot of penalties, unnecessary penalties that I saw yesterday. Y'all gonna have to be more disciplined. And just come out and play smart, play strong, play fast, play disciplined the way Coach Prime used to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's all my assessments for Jackson State. Like I said, good win. Keep going. And TC we trust. I saw a lot of haters trolling yesterday, talking about Coach Prime this, Coach Prime this. Look, man, like I told y'all, man, I can't speak for everybody in Jackson, but the majority of the people I speak to, they're not mad at Coach Sanders, man. Some of them are, but the majority of the people not, man. Y'all don't have to, y'all being on some real divide and conquer type of stuff. Every time Colorado do something well, y'all gotta put it in Jackson State face. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, man. Y'all need to stop that narrative. And speaking of Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffs, yesterday at noon they played Nebraska. Their first home game of the season. It was a sellout. They had all types of celebrities in the building. Like I predicted, it was gonna be a test for Colorado. It was different from the TCU game. They weren't gonna let Shedeur stand back in the pocket. They were gonna get pressure on them, which TCU got pressure on them. But it was gonna be different from them. They weren't gonna go try to go tip for tap for them. They're gonna run the ball and try to challenge Colorado to run the ball, and they're gonna test the strength of their defensive line. Colorado defense showed up yesterday, man. I was very, very impressed with their defense. They did well against the run. Of course, the quarterback for Nebraska, man, he was handing the ball off like Christmas gifts. So he made it easy for him, getting in that good field position. But the defense did step up and play a lot better than what they played. The defense played a lot better. The defense played a lot better than what they played on the previous week. The offensive line, they're going to have to get better. Colorado, y'all offensive line going to have to get better, man. Y'all was trying to get Shedeur killed out there, man. They got so much pressure on them. They confused them a lot in that first half. But which I said, I told y'all that Nebraska was going to bring the pressure. And their defense did pretty good in the first half, but with their offense giving up so many turnovers, the quarterback in particular, that their defense was going to eventually get tired. And you seen towards the end of the second quarter, that's when Colorado started to pull apart. Now in that second half, Shedeur was being Shedeur. And Shedeur played a pretty good game, man. Even though they were getting all type of pressure on him, they was tearing him up in the pocket. He had no turnovers. He didn't fumble the ball. He still made some dimes, some absolute dimes. Got all the receivers involved. But the one thing that I want Shedeur to work on, man, you got to stop patting that ball in that pocket, get rid of the ball, stop taking them sacks. That's going to come to hunt you when y'all play somebody like a Oregon or a USC. You're going to have to come on with it. You're going to have to come on with it and get rid of that ball and do what you got to do. But overall, good game, Colorado. What's the receiver name? Weaver. He balled out. He had a good game. Shedeur had almost 400 yards, 2 touchdowns. He also ran a touchdown. The defensive line stepped up. Y'all finally got some pressure, got a few sacks. So I was impressed with that, man. You know what I'm saying? Next week, of course, Colorado, they got Colorado State. That's a trap game, in my opinion. You can't just overlook nobody. I feel like y'all just going to beat Colorado State, but y'all should beat them. Y'all should handle them. you know what I'm saying, and get ready for Oregon on their next game. And that's when we're going to see what Colorado made of when they play Oregon. But in other news, Alabama lost, man. Alabama lost to Texas yesterday, man. And I watched some of the game. I watched like the second half of it. Alabama got their ass handed to them, man. The quarterback, he got talent, but he not there yet, man. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of y'all think it's time to burn the house down. It's Alabama, man. I don't think they're going to go to the big house, but we never know. The season's still early. There's a lot of things that can happen. But from the team that I saw, I don't think they're going to the playoff this year, right? Alabama. I think this is going to be a rebuild year for Alabama. And the SEC in general didn't look too good, man. The SEC, it might be a changing of the guard, man. You look at the Pac-12, you got all these highly ranked teams in the Pac-12 with these skilled quarterbacks. You got the SEC. Ole Miss almost lost to Tulane yesterday. Mississippi State barely beat Arizona last night. LSU, I won't even count the game they played. They played Grambling, shot at Grambling, but y'all know LSU supposed to have the business against Grambling. Tennessee, they barely won. They beat somebody like 30-8 or somebody like that, an inferior opponent. Texas A&M lost to Miami yesterday. I'm talking about pretty impressive win by the Miami Hurricanes. Who else lost? I didn't watch the Auburn game. It was too late. Auburn played Cal last night. But Georgia still ain't played nobody yet, so we don't know what Georgia looking like. Of course, they're gonna dominate the team that they playing against. They playing against them cupcakes. So we're gonna get to see in the upcoming week what Georgia working with. But the SEC, man, might be falling off, man. It don't look the same, man. I guess it's everybody's time to get ready to come up, man. You know, the SEC done had it on lock since what, 06, 07. Where LSU won one, then Florida won a couple, then Alabama won a few, then LSU won again, Auburn won some, you know, so on and so on. Alabama some more, LSU again, Georgia they've been on the run, so the LSU done had a pretty strong run. And LSU done had a pretty strong run, so I guess it's just a changing of the guard situation. But you know, a lot of teams are getting ready to switch conferences. A lot of teams in the Pac-12, they get ready to go to the Big Ten and all that right there. So I guess it's a changing of the guard, man. I don't know. USC, I'm still waiting on them to play somebody. I'm still waiting on USC to play somebody, man. It's going to be man, I can't wait to see them play Colorado, man. I saw a little bit of that game last night, man. The quarterback from USC, man, he had all day long in the pocket. Their offensive line is I got a question for y'all. Is Caleb Williams that good, or is his offensive line just that talented, man? That man had all day to throw that ball last night, man. He could have went and changed clothes and everything and still had time to throw the ball the way they were blocking for him last night. Oregon, I haven't really seen a lot of Oregon, but I think I'm going to try to check them out next weekend. Georgia's still number one, but I'm going to tell y'all who I think number one in the country, who should be number one. Florida State. From what I saw, from the quarterback play, from the way their offensive line pushing, from the running backs to the receivers, their defense, I think Florida State will get Georgia right now. I think Florida State will get Georgia because you gotta understand, Georgia, they got a new quarterback. They lost a lot of players to the NFL last year, and I just think this is gonna be a down year in the SEC in general. And I think the ACC is on the rise. Like I say, Florida State, they looking good. Miami Hurricane, they look like they back. You even got Duke kicking butt. The Pac-12 looking strong. I don't think I saw Ohio State last night. They did good. Ohio State got all the talent in the world, but they don't have a true quarterback. So this was gonna hurt Ohio State. I haven't seen a lot of Michigan, so I can't really judge Michigan. They got Notre Dame. They ranked pretty high. I saw Notre Dame. Notre Dame, they ain't played nobody, man. Notre Dame and all that. They ain't got no speed. They beating up on nobody. Just wait till Notre Dame play somebody, and they gonna get punched right in the mouth. And y'all gonna realize Notre Dame really ain't what they supposed to be, man. But that's about it on the college football side, man. You know what I'm saying? They got everybody and their mama talking about Coach Prime. Coach Prime just got to Colorado this year. They already talking about him replacing Nick Saban at Alabama. You know what I'm saying? I do think that Coach Prime gonna eventually leave Colorado because if Coach Prime want to be the man. No disrespect to Colorado, but he gonna have to go to one of them. You know, see this is everything setting itself up. You got the SEC seeming like they just going downhill. Everybody else stepping up. Nick Saban, he been in Alabama for 17 years. Somebody gonna have to replace Nick Saban in a few years. He ain't getting no younger. The man, what, 70-some years old or something like that? Or close to 70? Coach Prime. They lining up for him to be the perfect man to take Nick Saban's place. That's kind of why I think he went to Jackson State, man. You know what I'm saying? So he can get a even though Deion from Florida, he a Florida boy, but Mississippi, Alabama, they're different kind of good old boys. You know what I mean? So he just got a taste of how it's gonna be down south or whatever with these certain people that's in charge or whatever they running things down here in Dixieland. So I feel like I don't know. A lot of people saying it already. A lot of people saying Coach Prime might go to the NFL and coach the Cowboys. I don't think he want to coach in the NFL. I think Coach Prime like working with the kids. Cause I definitely don't see him staying there too much longer out the Shador league. And if Shador keep playing the way he playing this year, Shador coming out this year. Shador won't have a senior season. If Shador stays on track, throwing all the touchdowns he getting, putting up all the pass yards, looking good the way he looking, Shador would be a top 10 pick in the 2024 draft. And I get Coach Prime a few more years before Alabama or somebody try to come get him. Or maybe even Florida. Because I didn't even talk about Florida. Florida's just irrelevant right now. We all know Florida was one of the most dominant teams in the SEC with Steve Spurrier and Urban Meyer. I feel like when Florida football winning, man, college football is at its best. So we just got to see, man. We just got to see. And, of course, the NFL is back. The NFL is back. I'm watching this sorry Cowboy game right now. They blowing the new job. Shout out to all y'all Cowboy fans. Shout out to my people that Cowboy fans. I'm a Baltimore fan. I just got to talk crazy to the Cowboy Nation, man. Due to the fact when I lived in Texas, everybody used to be on the Cowboys tip so hard back then, man. You know, I got to crack joke with my Cowboy fans. But the NFL is back, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of new teams. Well, a lot of new quarterbacks starting. We saw Bryce Young from Alabama. He did his thing out there today with Carolina. They took the L. We saw New England. They beat the Patriots early today. My Baltimore Ravens, we beat up on the Houston Texans. You know what I'm saying? That's a little, you know what I'm saying, a little cupcake game for us, just a little warm up, you know what I'm saying, before we get ready to play some real competition. I really got to sit back and watch Sports Center later on before I go to bed and catch up on all the teams. I know we know the Chiefs lost. On Thursday, they played against the Detroit Lions, but there's nothing to the Detroit to the Kansas City Chiefs. They start off slow. Then as the season go on, they get stronger and stronger. So I wouldn't just take that too much with them losing on the opening night. But football is back, man. You know what I'm saying? One of my best favorite times of the year. It's here. You know what I'm saying? Who y'all think tell me who y'all think gonna win the national championship in college this year? Who y'all got? I'm gonna give y'all my pick and tell me who y'all think is gonna win the Super Bowl this year. It's early. It's early to say who's gonna win the college football national championship. But based on what I've seen, I say these 4 teams gonna make the playoffs. Georgia, if Georgia go undefeated in the SEC, they're gonna be in the playoff. If Florida State go undefeated in the ACC, they're gonna be in the playoff. I'm gonna go in the Big Ten, maybe, because I can't see nobody. But if Texas go all the way out the Big 12, they might do something. They might do something. But I don't see them going all the way. I feel like Oklahoma or somebody gonna get Texas. They always slip up, man. You know, that was a good win they got against Alabama, but they always slip up. I'm gonna say either out of Ohio State or Michigan, they gonna get the 3rd spot, and the 4th spot, believe it or not, it's gonna be somebody out the Pac-12. And it ain't gonna be Colorado. It's gonna be the USC Trojan, man. That's who I got going to the Final Four. If everything stay on pace, look at the Giants, they trash. But if everything stay on pace, I got Georgia, Florida State, what I just said, either Ohio State or Michigan, and USC going to the playoff. And whoever win out of them, that's who we're gonna have in the college national championship. For the Super Bowl, these my early picks. Man, y'all know I'm Baltimore all day, man. Baltimore against whoever, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Cause we ain't getting that from the Steelers this year. We're not taking that from the Browns. We're not taking that from Cincinnati. The Chargers. We ain't only team that I feel like we'll get. I feel like we'll get Buffalo. The only team that I feel like they're standing our way in the AFC is the Kansas City Chiefs, man. If we take care of business against them, if we win our division, and beat everybody we need to beat, I feel like we're gonna go all the way, man. The Baltimore Ravens, y'all mark it. I said today on September the 10th, Baltimore Ravens going all the way. Now I don't really care about the NFC, but I'm gonna give y'all my pick anyway. Who I think gonna go out the NFC. Won't be Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. It will not be them. Cause they go find even if the Cowboys go 15-0, 16-0, however many games they got, they gonna find some kind of way to mess it up, man. So until the Cowboys show me they can do it, I ain't believing in you, man. Who else coming out the NFC? It's gonna be tough, man. I say look for the Rams to have a bounce back year. Look for the Eagles to make a deep run. That defensive line pressure, man. You know what I'm saying? That defensive line pressure. Plus Jalen Hurts just got that bag, so he feeling good right now. So look for them boys to do that thug thizzle. I watched the Saints today, man. Derek Carr, he scared me, man. That's a good win for the Saints, but Derek Carr, he too fluky. One day he look like a Hall of Famer. One day he look like he need to be pushing the grocery cart somewhere, man. You know what I'm saying? Derek Carr, he scared me. Who else? I'm trying to think of who looking good at it. Well, it's early. It's so early in the season. I'm just gonna take a pick. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say Baltimore versus the Eagle, cause I know they're my boy Fish team, the Eagle, man. I'm gonna say the Eagle, man. Baltimore versus the Philadelphia Eagles, my early pick to get to the Super Bowl. But Yeah, man, football back, man. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of y'all out there making them parlay bets. You know what I'm saying? Do not go broke trying to go big on them games, man. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I think that's something we're gonna start doing too. So I'm gonna start doing on the channel. I'm gonna start making my picks. So for the week, man, you know what I'm saying? And I want to so bad just for my people in Jackson. I want to kind of document the high school football season, to see some of the game, but I really don't have a lot of time because I work on Friday nights. But I do always stay up to catch Blitz 16 in the sports zone or whatever to see whoever did whatever. Cause I try to support the young men that's out here playing football, trying to do something. We all know everybody not going to the NFL, but just them doing something organized and doing something with their time, other than out here running the streets, breaking the law. You know what I'm saying? I try to support them young men as much as I can, whether that's paying attention to the games, going to the games, spit some knowledge to them when I run across some of the young men. So if I have time, I'm gonna try to break down some of the games. I ain't gonna y'all don't hold me to that. Like I say, I have a lot going on myself. But yeah, like I said, football back, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's tuning in with Juice to the Legends. I know I ain't been doing nothing for a minute. Like I told y'all, it'd be a lot going on. And sometimes I just get fatigued from doing this YouTube thing. Uh But I appreciate everybody that tuning in with me. Y'all see I got my little fro growing out, man. You know what I'm saying? The last time y'all seen me, I was weighed up. Trying to grow it out a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get ready to get out of here, man. I'm gonna watch the second half of this Cowboy game, and I'm gonna get ready to take me a bath and get ready to lay it down and get ready for the work week, man. I hope everybody out there have a productive work week. Uh, the youngsters, y'all go do what y'all need to do in that classroom, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stay prayed up, stay safe. With that being said, it's your boy Silly Sell with Juice City Legends. We checking out. Peace.